So hello there, welcome to a new video, which is perhaps going to be the biggest competition I've ever done. I was going to do this as one big video, but then I thought, you know what, no, I'm making a video of each round. I'm going to really make this sizzly. But no, it's really not serious, but it's become very serious as a result of me just getting excited for it. So, as some of you may know, as you know, probably a lot of people don't, I'm watching as many movies as I can this year, which doesn't sound crazy, but you know, I've done 500 movies already. Okay, every day I've watched at least 3 movies, and it sounds like a lot. It's really not. I promise you. I watch a movie on the way to work. It takes about an hour and a bit to get there. Movie on the way back. I watch, half an hour of a movie at lunch. But by the time I get home from work, I've already done like maybe 2 movies, 2 and a bit movies. So like, even though I've done 500 in 5 months, like, it's not as crazy as it sounds. It's just you got to be consistent. Anyway, enough of that. As a result of this, it's easy to run out of movies. It's easy to, oh, what do I watch next? I don't know what I'm going to watch next. So what I thought, I've done an animation week where I watch loads of animations. I've done like a international one where I watch loads of non-English movies. I've done like a musical week, which ended up being a musical 2 weeks. And then I thought, why don't I do a week where I just ask people for suggestions? Not like Alien, not Terminator, but like, what's like a little hidden gem, right? That's specifically what I said. What's a hidden gem that you have? So I asked loads of people, they all replied with one. And then I thought, hold on a minute, why don't I make this a competition, right? Against their wills, no one signed up for this, I've just kind of forced them to do it. Some people have taken it really well, some people I don't really think care. But yeah, so it's now become a competition, which is what this is, okay? So there is going to be a tournament. That's right, they've all been randomly drawn. I'm about to review to you the fixtures for round 1. It's probably going to be 4 rounds. And it's going to be like this kind of tournament, right? I'll put a little thing on screen. I don't know why I'm showing you the picture, actually. Here you go, I'll put it on screen. And each person is up against someone else, right? It's a standard thing. Now, I want to clarify some rules before we begin. They've been drawn randomly. Each person is against someone else. I will watch both movies on the same day. Whichever movie I prefer goes through to the next round, okay? There's no strict rule. It didn't have to be an action. It didn't have to be this. It was just, give me a movie. A hidden gem. Whichever movie I prefer goes through next round. In that next round, that person will then have to pick a new movie. They can't just stick with the same movie. It's got to be a new movie. And they will then be up against whoever got through on the other side, right? Like standard progression kind of thing in a tournament. They get through to the semi-final, pick a new movie, final, pick a new movie. So it's not like a pick one movie and then that goes through the whole time. Each time you go through, you got to pick a new movie. Everyone's aware of those rules. It's a good rule to have. Otherwise, it's over after one go, really. I think the favourites of the competition, I'm going to be honest here now, if you don't get picked out, I'm sorry, but I think the favourites, on paper, Jaden is a strong contender, okay? He's got a lot of hidden gems. He told me about Remember the Titans. He told me about a few here and there, which I've really liked. So I think Jaden could go far in this one. I think Scott could also go far. I don't know about his suggestion he's given me for round 1, but I know he's just someone who's got a lot of like little details. There's other like obvious ones. Aaron and Wills, they could go really far. I think Andy and Chris could go far, but I think that the movies they pick will be like statistically good movies, like well-known good ones. I don't know if their good movies are gonna line up with what I think of as a good movie though. That's just me being honest. I'm not got anything against their picks. They could have great picks. But I think they're likely to pick ones that I'm like, that's a good movie. It wasn't for me. That's what I think from them. I think anyone from TVM could do good. Anyone from TVM's got some great choices. And yeah, if I've not said your name there, like Elliot, Elliot could go through and do well. But we'll get to Elliot's pick in a minute. But yeah, so I've done the round 1s. So first up, in Group A, this is a big heavyweight of round 1, by the way. This is like the big one. We've got Aaron and Jaden. Jaden has picked We Need to Talk About Kevin. Aaron has picked The Black Phone. Okay, I've not seen any of those movies. I've heard they're both really good. Aaron's gone for horror, which, I'm not a horror guy, so he's got that going against him a little bit. And Jaden's one, I don't know. I've not heard anything about it. The only thing I've heard is that it's a good movie. But yeah, that's a big round 1 heavyweight. That's day 1. That's on Sunday. Day 2, we've got Sarah, who picked Identity, versus Hugo, who picked Brazil. That's a tough one because both of those 2 people could go really far in this competition. I really don't know. Here's the truth. For every competition so far, every face-to-face, that's the one where I think I'm going to like both movies. It's just which one I prefer more. I think Sarah's is going to be a solid 8 out of 10. And then Hugo's, which I've heard a lot about, could either be a 9 out of 10 or it could be a 5 out of 10. It depends how crazy that one is. Group C is that's the one that's laughable. I'll be honest with you. We have my Uncle James, who has picked The Power of One, which the only thing I know about that is on Rotten Tomatoes it's got a 40% or something really low, but its audience score is 87% or something. So it's like it looks like it could be bad, but also it's like maybe it's like a critically bad, but you know, people watch it like it maybe. But Elliot has gone for the Scorpion King. That dog likes Scorpion King. Elliot's gone for Scorpion King. Jesus Christ. Got that. I'm gonna cut to when it stopped. So yeah, Elliot likes Scorpion King. What the hell? So Elliot has gone for the Scorpion King, which look, I've heard of the Scorpion King. I've never seen it. I've not seen any scenes from it, but I know it's not meant to be a good one. There's a lot of beef about Scorpion King that's happened since the competition's begun. I will get onto that in a minute, but let's just say that Group A with Aaron and Jaden and Group C with Elliot and my Uncle James, those are the two big talking points so far. In Group D, we have Amelia, who's picked Rye Lane, which is the newest one out of all the picks, I think. That one came out this year. And then we have Chris, who's picked King of Comedy, which, out of all the movies picked, is one of the only ones I know a lot about. I know that inspired The Joker. I know it's got Robert De Niro. That I'm expecting to like that one. That one would have to do a lot to not go through, I think. In Group E, we have Andy, who's picked 7 Psychopaths. And we have Elise, who's picked The Third Man. Two strong ones there. Like I said about Andy earlier, I think 7 Psychopaths is a good movie. The guy who's made that has made 2 other movies that I didn't like. So that it could be it already. As Andy already said, he's been bodied by that by The Third Man, because The Third Man has 99% on Rotten Tomatoes and is meant to be a really good movie. It's from 1949. You know, I have nothing against old movies. That could be an easy winner for this round. In Group F, we have Scott, who's picked The Clouds, and we have Jay, who's picked Return of the Cat. Again, I don't know anything about those two. That could be a close one. Everyone who's seen that Return of the Cat's got picked has said, oh wow, that's a good movie, that's going to go through. I don't know anything about Clouds though, and Clouds could be one of those little, like I said, a hidden gem that really takes me by surprise. So that's not game over just yet. Group G, we have Oscar, who's picked The Vast of the Night, or something along those lines. And we have my Uncle Will, who's picked The Raid. Now that could be a tight one, because Vast of the Night, I don't know much about it, but it's got one of those names where you go like, oh, hang on a minute, this sounds like it could be good. But then The Raid is a completely different one. It's like an action. It's similar to John Wick, apparently, in like the style of the action or how big it is. So it's like, it's 2 very different movies, and I'm not looking forward to that one, because I feel like with some of these rounds, and that one specifically, I'm gonna have to really just get rid of a bad movie, you know. And then we go back to Scorpion King, Power of One. One of those are going through, which I feel terrible about already. Anyway, Group H, we have Emil, who's picked V for Vendetta, and Ezra, who picked Come On, Come On. Now, I don't know much about Come On, Come On. It's got the guy from Joker in it, which it already sounds like it's gonna be good. But V for Vendetta, obviously, look, I know a lot about V for Vendetta. I know it's meant to be quite a good movie, but also it's like, I don't know if it's good, or if it's just like, oh, it's a classic. I'm not sure. So that's the rounds. That's all the rounds. That's all the competition. There's some beef been happening. There's some beef. Some people have already picked a round 2 pick, which is kind of crazy, because it's like, oh, okay, Mr. Confident. But also, it should be worth mentioning that some people, Andy, Uncle James, Aaron, they didn't know I was doing, because some people I messaged and I said, hey, give me a choice. It's going to be in a competition. Oh, my neighbour's here. I'm going to stop recording. Okay, my neighbours are gone. We're going to start again with that. Yeah, some people I messaged, I was like, hey, give me a movie. By the way, this is a competition. Your pick's going to be put against someone else's pick. Whereas other people, that they gave me their pick, and I was like, sweet, thanks. And then like the next day, I was like, okay, so you're up against this person. Here's the competition. And they were like, hang on a minute, like, I would have picked a way better movie if I knew this. So some people have given me a second choice pick in the knowledge that, okay, if I get through, this is the one I do want to go for. So I do appreciate that, you know. I wanted to at least give some credit. If they go out early, they could have stayed in. Elliot, though, Elliot's not getting that excuse. I gave Elliot the option to change Scorpion King, and he stuck with it. Speaking of Scorpion King, there's been some beef. There's been a little bit of a feud going on. You know, a lot of people questioned it. You know, my Uncle Will's instantly came in, you know, not sure about Scorpion King. Aaron did the same thing. Uncle James specifically, and this is already a little beef between the two rivalries. That's why I love it. Uncle James literally said he wanted to clarify that he went out of his way to pick a hidden gem, and that anyone who considers Scorpion King to be a hidden gem deserves to lose by default. And I felt that was very funny. That tickled me. Elliot, though, obviously he's getting it from all angles at this point. He responded saying that everyone's amateurs. You know, he's bigging up Scorpion King in many ways. I do appreciate you saying, you know, it's not a big blockbuster with great action, all this stuff. It's just The Rock in the desert, being The Rock, you know, just doing stuff. And I love his last line that he put, "Gonna be warm in the winter with all the wool made from all these sheets." Like, I don't know, that really made me laugh. And, you know, there's already beef happening, you know. If Scorpion King goes through, that's a big thing. It would take a lot. And I promise you, I'm not going in, like, already with it losing. But, like, from what I know about it, I don't think it would do well. But who knows? I might be very in disbelief. And deep down, I hope I like it, because it would be so funny if it goes through. And, like, Elliot getting, you know, to the semi-final, whatnot, Elliot going through would be a lot of fun. But who knows? Who knows? It did then question the legitimacy of the Black Phone as a hidden gem, to which Aaron said it wasn't like Scorpion King isn't a mainstream movie. So yeah, there's certainly a huge potential, especially if those two line up in semi-final. There's already some beef there, already a bit of a rivalry. Speaking of Aaron, he's also involved with another beef against his round one, day one opponent this Sunday. He said, you know, Jaden popped in straight away, saying he was sorry to be knocking out Aaron so early, which I rate the confidence a lot. Aaron then responded saying it was amusing that he went for an Ezra Miller film, as he's a horrendous actor. To which Jaden replied that he's not wrong and must feel bad to lose to an Ezra Miller movie. So those two are really kicking it off and going at it. Yeah, I'm very excited to see where this goes now. There's a lot of exciting lineups going on. You know, there could be any Group A versus any Group B. That would be great. I think any of Group A and Group B would be like a good semi-final, good quarter-final. I think there's a potential that Elise and Jay, and also Oscar and Ezra, play each other in the quarterfinals if those four go through. And, you know, they're couples, so that would be quite interesting if the couples go against each other. I think, you know, and there's a potential where there's an all TVM semi-final. That will be fun. That will be a lot of fun. I think, I'm trying to think of, like, people now. I think Aaron and Wills would be a good lineup to go against each other. Scott and Wills would be good. Emil's a dark horse in this, I'll be honest, because, like, he picks some random ones, and I don't know. I feel bad because I haven't mentioned that much, but I think Emil could go really far, because he you know, he suggested Black Sails to me. I have a Black Sails tattoo. He suggested that to me. You know, he also likes Hacksaw Ridge. He likes a lot of good movies, and he also told me a couple picks before he picked Viva Vendetta that I'd already seen, but so he couldn't go for them. But each of the ones he said I love, like, you know, Nice Guys. There was a couple of others that he said that I really liked. So yeah, I feel a bit bad for him because he could have gone for a better one if I had not already seen it. But yeah, that's kind of it though. You know, it begins on Sunday. Whenever this is probably out today, so it begins in 2 days' time. You know, I'll do one group a day, and then there'll be a little day in between, and then, you know, like, again, it's not serious, but I'm making it serious. I'm having fun with it. It's a lot of fun. I'll be honest, it is a lot of fun. There's a lot of people I think will be really up for it if they get to round 2, and I feel like making this video and making a video after each round, people will see this and be like, oh, hang on a minute, like, I'm going to really try now. Maybe not, they probably don't care, I'll be honest, but it's fun, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, the next video is going to be the results of round 1, who went through, what I thought of each movie, and then everyone's choices for round 2, the people who get through this round 2, you know. There's only 8 people going through. I'm excited to see who it is. I literally have no prejudgments, no predictions. Let's just see what happens. Let the battles begin.